Let's look at 3 examples for the second application of Nikhilam Navathascharamam dasathah. The second application is multiplying two numbers which are close to the same power of 10. Let's look at the terms that we need to know. Base, closest power of 10 to both factors. Let's look at an example. 186 times 92. 100 is the closest base to both factors. And the second term, deviation. Deviation is the difference between the factor and the base. For example, 132 minus 100, which is equal to 32. The deviation is 32. Now let's look at the steps. Step 1. Identify the base. Step 2. Calculate the deviation. Step 3. Cross-add the deviation and a factor. And step 4. Find the product of the deviation. Example 1. 14 times 12. Step 1. Identify the base. The closest base to both factors is 10. Step 2. Calculate the deviation. 14 minus 10 is 4 and 12 minus 10 is 2. 4 and 2 are both the deviations. Step 3. Cross-add the deviation and the factor. 4 plus 2 is 16 and 12 plus 4 is 16. Both equations equal to 16, so you write 16 on the left-hand side. Now step 4, find the product of the deviation. 4 times 2 is 8. You write 8 on the right-hand side. The total answer is 168. Example 2. 15 times 17. Step 1. Identify the base. The closest base to both factors is 10. Step 2. Calculate the deviation. 15 minus 10 is 5 and 17 minus 10 is 7. 5 and 7 are both the deviations. Now step 3. Cross-add the deviation and the factor. 15 plus 7 is 22 and 17 plus 5 is also 22. The sum of the deviation and the factor should always be the same for both equations. Now, since 22 is the same, you write 22 on the left-hand side. Step 4. Find the product of the deviation, but keep in mind that based on the number of zeros in the base, that is how many digits the product should be when both deviations are multiplied. So 7 times 5 is 35, but there's only one 0 in 10, so you have to carry the 3. Write 5 in the right-hand side and carry the 3. Now add. The total answer should be 255. Example 3. Let's look at 106 times 96. Step 1. Identify the base. The closest base to both factors is 100. Step 2. Calculate the deviation. 106 minus 100 is 6. 96 minus 100 is negative 4. 6 and negative 4 are both deviations. Now step 3. Cross-add the deviation and the factor. 96 plus 6 is 102. 106 minus 4 is also 102. Both equations equal 102, so you write 102 on the left-hand side. Now step 4, find the product of the deviation. 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. You write this on the right-hand side, but since it is a negative, you're going to subtract. So 10,200 minus 24 is 10,176. Your answer is 10,176.